from Alaska, non-stop, 3,000 miles. This is very fast. It's going to fly around you, and it's going to flap your wings like they're going to, pick you. Yeah. These birds are territorial. See, up there on the left, there on the rim, that's where the columbariums are, right up there. That's the only thing that's open here at Punchbowl now. So our veterans are now laid to rest on the north side of the island, across this mountain called Kaneohe, the city of Kaneohe, Hawaiian Veteran Cemetery. I believe you can put 3 occupancy in the same plot: a husband, a wife, and a child up to the age of 25 years old, one on top of each other. We have the oldest Chinatown in the 50th state. Have you heard of this Chinese detective, Charlie Chang? Film in our Chinatown. Not the biggest, but the oldest. Again, the bougainvilleas. Navigator Louis D. Bougainvillea brought the flower to Hawaii. The brown pods you see on my left there, they have seeds in it called halekoa. You have to boil it first. When it comes to a simmer with a needle and suji, you need 1,000 seeds to make this complete lei called a koa seed lei. It's solid and it's shiny, so you don't have to sand it down, lacquer it, or varnish it. Once you sow it, it's a done deal. You can actually sell it commercialized. The halekoa seed. There's 3 schools below you of this ridge named after former president. Stevenson, Roosevelt, Lincoln. So Stevenson, but it's a land that's given to you. You live on it for 99 years at a token of $1 a year. The first 7 years you do not pay any land tax. After the 7th year, you resume paying taxes, not as high as $99 a year. Minimum, $99. There's 3 types of homestead people: resident, farmer, rancher. The resident gets 1 acre of land. Farmer gets 40 acres, the rancher gets 1,000 acres, but with the same land contract. Live on the land for 99 years. See, the head of the household lives on the land for 50 years, 50. He passes away. Who does the home go to now? His beneficiaries, his children. And it's important which child you give the home to, because you might be giving it to the wrong child. The child that you give it to has bankruptcy, has a criminal record. That child receives the home, the collector will take that home away from that child. You gave it to the wrong child. If you give it to the right child, the child remains under that roof for the remaining 49 years. The contract comes up, 99 years. The kids own the home, but they don't own the land. They would have to reapply for it for another, listen to the stipulation, 999 years. When that happens, it's going to be for your kids, their kids, your grandkids, your great-great-grandkids. It's going to be generations to come. We're about to enter the oldest Chinatown, downtown Honolulu. In the turn of the century, there are 5 families that control almost the entire business here in Hawaii. They're known as the Big 5: Alexander and Baldwin, American Factors, T.O. Davies and Company, C. Bureau and Company, and Dillingham Brothers. This is the Big 5. That's the average. Husband has to have a full-time job. Wife has to have a full-time job. Got a good husband, he'll get a part-time job, making an income of $60,000 to $65,000. 2 incomes together, you will survive. There is the business district. We're going right through it. I'll give you a stretch or a Kodak moment. It's going to be at the King Kamehameha statue. When we pass in the old Chinatown, you'll see noodle shops, jewelry shops, flower shops, restaurants. You'll see how the Chinese set up their shop. Their shop is on the bottom, but on the top is where they live. in front of you, next to the waterfront, you'll see the two twin towers, identical buildings. From far, it looks like a Hoover vacuum cleaner without the handle. Those buildings are very expensive. In fact, their names are expensive. Building on the right, expensive 1. Building on the left, 2, expensive. The steeple you see in front of you, the church, St. Peter's. The glass windows in the front. 60,000. What happened? War, famine, disease, social structure changed this event. I just passed the state health building on the right. If you're getting married here in Hawaii, you don't need the blood test anymore. Obsolete. What you need is the marriage license. Eight pillars represent the royal. It has a reminiscent of the royal palm trees. 8 major islands, from the biggest to the smallest. I'll name it for you: Hawaii, Maui, Oahu, Molokai, Kauai, Lanai, Ni'ihau, and Kaho'olawe. From the biggest island to the smallest. 8 pillars in the front. The symbol, the state seal. There's 2 of them, one in the front, one in the back. The words on the bottom of the seal, ordered on a Thanksgiving Day by King Kamehameha III. He served as a king for 30 years. The words, Uamau ke ea o ka aina I ka pono, translate to English, the life of the land will be perpetuated in righteousness, the state seal. The bicentennial Liberty Bell on the left, here in the front. All 50 states has this bell across the country. It's a celebration across and clothing. They'll receive it once a year. The patients on that island can actually leave that peninsula with medication. It's not a cure, it's just a medication. And farther to the left indicates royalty is present. See the smooth bark of the royal palm trees? See the imaginary lines on the bark of the trees. For every 7 lines on the bark of the trees, it's equivalent to 1 year of growth. For every 7 lines. So it's like a dog. A dog makes 1 year, he's already 7 years old. Same as the royal palm trees and the coconut. There's a big dome coming in front of you. That's where Albert's second country was held. Right there. Neil Blaisdell. He was the governor for the state of Hawaii for 2 terms. In fact, 17 years ago, we had a circus in this Neil Blaisdell. There was an Arabian elephant. He went bonkers. They killed the trainer and they killed an innocent bystander. He was on the CNN news. Yeah. Because of that incident, there's no more circus in this building. They found out that the trainer was very abusive to the elephant. In fact, the elephant got back to the trainer right in there. Buildings to your left, there's Ward Warehouse, Old Spaghetti Factory, Hiroshio's, Compadre, Stuart Anderson, the Cattle Company, Palomino's, all to your left. Fisherman's Wharf across the street there. Good seafood, expensive, and they don't give you as much. We have a restaurant out there by the point called Root Chris, take it back, John Dominus steak, lobster, scallop, and shrimp. It starts $11.99 and up. Go as high as $3.80, $2.85. 4 people, lunch or dinner out there. John Dominus. You get to see the boats come in, the surfers all out there. Yeah, we're looking for more sports events and anything to do with the water. This is what we want to bring to this island. It's most saturated, busiest, most populated island. You guys want to go big game fishing right out here. Charter the boat. You have to pay for the fuel. Whatever you catch out there, you only own 1/4 portion of the fish. 3/4 goes to the sponsors that sponsor the boat. So the captain wins twice. The skyline in front of you, that's Waikiki. We're almost back. Full circle. Again, in behalf of Robertson Hawaii, your driver, Felix, I want to say something in my mother's tongue. Mahalo, nui loa, aloha kako, pumi me hana, malama pono. So in translation, in the spirit of one heart and one mind, we've come together, we become ohana. So what is ohana? Family. Does anyone know what the meaning of family means? Like, no matter what nationality, what state or country, it's all the same. The letters F-A-M-I-L-Y. The letter F stands for all the fathers, head of the house. They support the family. A is for all the children. Without the children, there would be no joy. M is for all the mothers. But their jobs are never done. They're constantly working. Work, work, work. The last 3 letters, no matter what language or where you're from, it's all the same. Let's all say it together. I love you. Take that word and share it with your family. So in the spirit of love and aloha, I wish you good weather, safe journey. I thank you again for sharing part of your vacation with me and allowing me to share part of my home with you. When I get to see you again, how about a big warm aloha for the bus driver? Aloha! Okay, that sounds like 22.